Welcome back to Hearthfire Tales in the second episode of our Victoriana special. It's so nice to be back in Victoriana, the land of steam, sorcery, and maybe some seances later.
Ooh. There was sibilance, I liked that.
Thank you. I did that just for you. As is tradition, we are going to see how well our players have been taking notes and how well they've been paying attention, and we're going to do a roll for recap. So everyone's going to roll a d20, and the lowest will get the honor, the pleasure.
What was it though?
Of doing the recap of what happened in last episode. I got a 12.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Okay, pretty good. What we got over this side?
Wasted a natural 20, which is annoying because as I was going to do it in character and just be like, yes, Carlton, could you just tell me what the
Go for it. What did you get, Apollo?
I got an 11.
Oh,
There you go, Apollo.
Take the floor.
Hello,
Two
everyone.
pages of notes.
He's got a novel over there.
Dragon Newscaster. Hello and welcome to your Victorian... Fuck. Hello and welcome to your Victoriana recap. My name is Apollo. Here I am joined with Ryan in the studio. Last episode 1, we met our characters, Mr. Alistair Carter, thaumaturge and museum curator. We had Sir Heimlich, rich boy. William Ashgrove, the
Poor
muscle.
boy.
Good boy.
Poor boy.
Poor boy, the muscle.
I thought you said good boy.
I'm also a good boy.
Poor
good
boy who's a good
muscle
boy.
And Beatrix Quicktail, the sleuth of London. I was gonna do some
Of all of London.
all London is
The
sleuth.
sleuth you ever did, sleuth.
Hanging out in their quarters at Hearthfire Hall. At the Hearthfire Hall of Antiquities, a woman called Flora Hastings. Flora Hastings came in tears over the murder of her child, one Reginald Hastings. The murder had not been handled properly by Scotland Yard, and she is now looking out for people to take on the case, see if they can uncover anything, because she's just not satisfied. There is drama with he was an illegitimate child of a noble. He was a thaumaturge, but had sort of been kind of dipping away from that. He was estranged from his family. There were a lot of unknowns. But we were told that at the evening she was going to have a seance to try contact her son's spirit, because she has not been successful in contacting him yet. The rest of us, all together, we went over to his house where we met his butler, a puka with duck features called Donald. Everyone else found it hilarious.
You're too serious.
I was locked in.
Professional.
I'm a consummate professional. At the house, we did some investigation. We spoke to Donald, where we learned that he had just gone through a breakup with one Lady Clarice Dashingham, clearly very punching above his weight. This man was a bourgeois, middle of the road, trying to live like a noble, and he was punching above his weight both in his living situation and in his romantic dalliances.
I like this body movement.
A little bit of flamenco, I got it. We investigated the house a little bit. We did some, Beatrix did quite a bit of sleuthing. We found some more nods towards the failed relationship, and we found some connections between Reginald and the Seekers of Serenity, which is a sect that views that magic should be eradicated from the world because it is far too dangerous and will draw everybody closer to another cataclysm. We went upstairs to his attic where he did all his thaumaturgical studies, but not really, because he was working on machinery related to the Seekers of Serenity. With all these clues put together, and with the information that William provided that we are being followed, we decided to go back to the Hearthfire Hall of Antiquities to put our heads together and come up with a plan, or at the very least debrief on all the shared information. But when we got there, the people that had been following us, one Tam, who is associated with the Campbell Street Gang, had absolutely thrashed my museum, and they're about to see what happens when you mess with me. Thank you.
Well done. That was pretty spot on.
And real quick, let's just take some time to wave and say hi to our recording technician, Pia.
Who we can't do anything else. anything without.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is actually running this whole thing.
He also
Yeah.
plays piano beautifully, and if you look at our BTS footage that'll be on our socials, you'll see.
Great way to plug.
Very professional. Hold on. So the other things that you maybe have found out that you didn't mention. So you get
this is where you-
E,
this is where you
not
get
an A
marks.
plus, not an A plus.
I haven't written this way.
You probably
Get
do.
marks on.
You had found out that Reginald had also had a few seemingly mysterious chance encounters with a well-dressed gentleman with a clockwork eye.
That
has been happening over the past couple of months, which may or may not kind of line up with the past couple of months of him getting involved in the Seekers of Serenity and potentially who knows what else. So, but right now you have a large, dire beast of a dog that has just been magically enhanced. You know, whatever's in that doggy food has really done a number on him. Tam, the cowled, is standing there, threatening you, basically trying to get you to stop this line of inquiry and your investigation, while two big muscle brutes of the Campbell street gang are holding onto this dire beast just about. And he said, so do you just want to do this the easy way or the hard way? He's going to give up, or do we have to make you give up?
Like I've said before, dogs may be strong, but foxes are quick, and I'm gonna pull out my claws, and I think I'm just gonna run at them.
Well,
Anyone want to do a smarter move
Well
and
then,
stop me? Because you can grab me before
Let's
I
roll
run.
initiative!
I was like, do you want to run? Do you want us to catch you before I
it's
get there?
okay. You are quick, so
I think
Let's
it's
see
fun.
what happens.
How hard can this? I got a natural.
That's a lot. Why keep rolling? I don't think I can use
I
this
got a
dice
dirty
anymore.
20. No, I got a 21.
Dylan,
Yes.
we're gonna put this die in timeout because
Okay.
that is the third natural 20 in a row.
Yeah, no way.
So
I got a 1, so that's a 4.
there's a 5.
Okay. Jim, don't forget you add Jack of all trades to your initiative as well.
22.
And what did Alistair get?
I got a 10. I'm upset, but I gotta take my jacket off if we're gonna fight.
Tell you what, Jay, I'm going to give you the first turn, but then you're going to go
To the
take
end.
your place at the end
in
of the
Circle of
initiative.
Life.
But
Alright.
you have initiated this, so basically you'll get to you get to do whatever you want here. But yeah, and then everyone's going to kind of jump into action after you.
So just can I get a brief idea of what this looks like? So I'm presuming there's like a stair and then they're there.
So basically, you guys have gone into the library where you
Okay.
hold all your your meetings, like kind of
Oh,
like
so
your
we're
debrief room. Yes.
Point of clarification: did they mess up like the museum part of this, or did they go specifically for the attic?
No, they went specifically for your. So the museum is
My livelihood.
the museum is safe. You know, for now, this seems like it was very targeted towards you, and you know,
Awesome.
like you probably have like a little nameplate over
Yeah.
the door of like
Yeah,
this is where it is. So like in your drawing room in the library that you're operating with, that's where all of the chaos is. You guys had walked in there, kind of surveyed this, and then from the door kind of behind you, they were hiding in the shadows somewhere, had come emerged and are basically have walked into the room. So you're in a fairly small room. It's maybe like 20 foot by 20 foot, quite contained. And yeah, they're all kind of clumped together. You guys are, you know, probably scattered around the room as you've been going around looking at all the damage that's been done. But all your aggressors are here in a clump near the door.
So I'm running at this dog.
Yes.
Game plan: slide under dog, grab stomach, scratch stomach.
Okay.
Then get behind dog, bite in the ass. Is the game plan? Just like hang.
Okay.
Game plan.
Sure.
Is this a canine like mating ritual? Is it?
Are you stereotyping? It's just because I'm a picture I want to sleep with a dog. But I think like, and it's kind of almost in an epic way of like is my game plan.
Okay. Well, roll an attack roll and we'll see what happens.
I got a 1, but can I still bite them on the butt? So like, I miss in the process.
Yeah.
Maybe I just like, I slide.
So what I'm saying is like you rush for this dog, but the dog keeps growing, and so it's then larger, so you slide under it.
Okay.
And then you stand up and you're behind it. You can try and bite it.
That's okay. I feel like this dice will be pierced. 11 plus, so 14.
That's going to hit, yeah.
Whew, okay. I bite your butt cheek for 6 damage.
Yeah.
And
the smallest animals are often the most aggressive, and you're showing this right now.
Yeah, and I think I'm a fox, so can I also be kind of like, he's still growing, so I think my feet are off the floor.
Sure.
And I'm just like latching on the dog, so I feel like he needs to slash, he's gotta go behind him.
Perfect. You do that, you're growing as this thing is like, you know, becoming like large Irish wolfhound size, like it's getting huge.
I'm happily on
Then we'll go to the actual top of initiative with Sir Heimlich.
So I'm gonna look right at Tam and be like, "No, it's not very sporty to come in here with us not here and trash everything about. Like, I think if we're going to do this, we need to keep this man to man, fair play, at least stick with the rules of knighthood if you're going to be going up against a knight." And I'm going to be enacting my fair play ability, and what that means is that he can only attack me. Otherwise, he has to roll a disadvantage.
Okay, perfect.
With anybody else.
Does he need to make a save or anything for that, or
no? Because it also applies to me. I can't attack anyone else.
Cool.
Until
Nice.
one of us is incapacitated.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. He looks up there and he's like, "Yeah, I think I've no problem taking you on, mate."
I think you're about to learn why I am Sir Heimlich.
Okay, go for it.
And I'm gonna march up to him as if I'm, gonna be doing anything, and unlock my arms in the process, and then just swing on him.
Yeah.
Nice. So my right arm goes in first, and that's a lot. It's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
That's 9 points of damage.
You clock this guy across the jaw. This is someone who's been in a lot of fights. He kind of like spits out a bit of blood. He's like, "All right, yeah, come on, bring it."
Then before he finishes that sentence, the left is coming at him.
All right, come on. All right, I see ya.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit, so he actually ducks under it. And you see him bringing up his fist as well.
I'm going to use my next action, and I'm going to, after I've missed with that, and swing with an uppercut.
Cool, so you've used action, bonus action, but you have 2 actions, so you get to attack again.
Yep. That one's going to miss as well.
You see he's just kind of like parrying your blows.
And I'm going to go ahead and action surge.
Okay, go for it.
Do the last swing at him. And that one does hit if a 15 hits.
A 15 just hits, yes.
Okay. And that's another 9 points of damage.
Okay, so yeah, you go in, start, initiating a fair fist fight. Start hitting, get a couple of digs in. He's kind of holding his own though, doesn't seem too stressed by this. But then, Will, it's your turn.
No, Andrew, Tam ain't the one to engage honorably. And I'm going to leap over you as you go low for a punch. And I'm going to bring the pommel of Julie down onto his head. Probably not though, with 5. And then as I miss that and whiff, I'm going to spin and try and clack him in the back of the knees with it too.
Nice.
One less, never mind. I probably should have unsheathed it. I am going to look at him though, and as I do this, I'm just going to be like, "What are you doing here, Tam?"
You see, as you try to do that, he ducks. Again, Tam's a cald. He's small. He's maybe only 3.5 foot. And he looks at you. He's like, "You're always too predictable with your moves, weren't you, Will?" Kind of ducks and weaves underneath things, starts moving around. And in answer to your question, he's like, I'm here. I'm here to, get your nose out of business where it shouldn't belong.
Did Colette send you here?
Look,
is this on her orders?
On your next turn, you can maybe ask me some questions, but that's not how the rules work. And you see, and then he kind of gives a look to the 2 brutish looking guys he's with, who about let go of the chains holding back the dog. one of them, you hear like clockwork clanking as he steps, and he like jumps like 10 feet into the air across the room over you guys, and will try to kick you in the face.
Oh fuck, it's Spring Heel Jack.
That's right, my heels are really springy, but no, I overtuned him, and he rolled a 5 and goes way over it.
Yeah, no, something's wrong with the air in here. Nothing's landing.
And then yeah, he kind of like stumbles. He tries to do this big like flashy jump kick with his clockwork enhanced legs. Doesn't quite get it, but then the beast releases, starts snarling and looking everywhere. He turns to you. He's just after biting him, and will attack you. There really is something in the air here. I'm not rolling well at all. I'm assuming a 9 does not hit.
No, it does not.
Okay, he's going to take his second attack. Or second action. Okay, this is better. Does a 14 hit?
It meets it.
Then it hits. You then take 11 points of damage as it just starts snarling and clawing and biting at you.
Get off that
This
thing,
thing is
man.
like
What are
now
you
like
doing?
eye level with you.
No, I'm still on him.
It is like
aren't I?
shaking you off, like trying to pin you to ground, and is like lunging forward towards you. So much so that you need to make a strength saving throw.
Baby, this ain't gonna happen on Christmas morning. 6.
You have been pinned to the ground now by this dog. It is on top of you. You see like the drool and like almost foaming at the mouth, like all over you as it's just like on you. Alistair.
Shoot me!
All right.
Oh, actually, sorry. I lie. Tam is up before you.
I've done nothing, so I'm good.
And Tam looks at you, engages fair fight. Right, yeah, see, here's the thing about the Campbell Street gang. We don't always fight that fair, so I'm not going to attack someone else, but, you know, maybe Dispo's over here can, you know, do some work for us again. And he looks at you, Will, and he's going to...
Shut your mouth, Tam.
He takes out this little, like, small bundle of straw, presses it against you, breaks it. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come on.
The other kind of magic.
19 on the dice. 20. Dirty 20.
You don't need the glasses.
You're lucky. He kind of like slams it, like looks at you, pulls it as he says, "Funok," and you kind of feel this like intense anger and like emotion build up. But you kind of able to shake it off.
I'm gonna like shake it off. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm done with all that. I'm done with you, Tam.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Fuck, that's all I can do on my turn. I really thought that was going to be a change in his round. Right, Alistair, it's your now.
Okay, I have a couple of questions about just the layout of the battlefield.
Everything's a mess. Everything is chaos. There is a giant dog. There's people with clockwork legs jumping over people.
And I love
There's
that for them. That's great.
Nobody is
and I
hitting
support
I'll
it.
replace the books. I'll replace the books.
And I love that for everyone. This building,
Yes.
I'm imagining it as sort of like a Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum type deal.
Sure.
Where the top floor has this big glass window.
Yeah, and sure, yeah.
Positioning wise on the battlefield, is anybody between me and the window?
That would be out. So you guys are in the your little kind of like drawing room library part of it.
Yeah.
That would be outside, like where they came in.
Okay, that would be outside.
So be on like the
Okay.
balcony.
Awesome.
You guys are in like the private wing of this
Private wing,
museum.
awesome.
So
I think I'm gonna leave Tam up to you guys, just because I could do something, but I think bigger priority is getting the big dog off of you.
Yeah. I agree.
I can take it. I can take it.
What's your HP? Like 3?
I'm actually at 20, so...
If I could do something that would knock the dog prone,
Yep.
could that be used as a way to get it off?
yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I see this. I'm last in initiative because this whole time I've just been like, oh god, oh the bugs, oh no, okay, don't get this shit. Mother gave me the jacket, I can't, okay, oh no, okay, you can do this, Alistair, you know the incantation, it's fine, it's easy, you can do this, ethereal fulminant, and I'm going to shoot an etheric bolt of energy over to the dog.
Nice. Yeah, is that a
This
spell
is
attack
a roll. This is
Go
a
for
roll.
it.
Okay, this is a spell attack. That's going to be +7 to this.
No.
Not one. Fuck.
That's an 8, though. That's an 8.
and that one is a nat one, Jay. Sorry.
We didn't do critical fails. Did you get more than one spell?
No. I shoot this etheric ball. I think I just whiff entirely.
Clockwork Leg Jack or whatever his name was that you gave him holds up one of the books and it's like, oh, you're gonna hit your book, are you? And you
Not the encyclopedia.
disrupting your concentration, causing the spell to fizzle out before you get it off. And that's you damage more of your precious books.
Okay,
Very
you're
quickly.
in retirement.
Yeah.
I have distract, so in combat I can help as a bonus action and give advantage to my opponents or to my allies.
Please.
We can retcon that and say that you did that on you, but you'd have to do that on your turn from now on.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, I have to do it next week. So okay, look, I'm gonna stop imagining what will happen if I don't help you. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to distract the dog and everyone. I'm going to go, hey! And then when everyone turns to look at me, I'm going to shoot them up, magic.
Please, come. This is a different die. Yes. Okay. 14 on the die plus 7, so
Yeah, hits.
21. Awesome. It's gonna take 2d10.
Nice.
That is going to be 7 points of damage, and I need it to give me a strength save, DC 15.
Okay, DC 15. That is 17 on the dice. It passes.
Alright, okay.
It's just like magically enhanced. Snarls kind of turns and looks at you. I will say that it is distracted a bit now from the loud noise and from being shot with magical energy. So you're maybe not in quite as much danger, and it kind of like looks over its shoulders and starts looking at you next. You
Right.
see that this thing is like pure bestial, like it is not being contained, and it's just going to kind of like attack whatever's around it. It is not thinking clearly at all.
So
Awesome.
it'll attack the other guys, not just our team.
You don't know that. Well, give me an insight check, I guess. Let me check if there's a more fitting.
I got upset at that.
20.
So sad.
A nat 20.
No, 20. 16 on dice, 20 plus insight. Like, I'm also an animal, so can I see that as a way to kind of bait it?
Okay, so that should be animal handling. That's also wisdom, so that's fine. You think that this thing is very, very hard to control. It could maybe be turned to your side if you're able to convince it somehow. You don't quite know exactly how that would work, but like you think it could be if it was like prompted or tricked
some
into
meat on
attacking.
it.
I was about to say, where did we keep the sausages?
But yeah, okay, so that is your turn.
Yeah,
It is
I
then-
just want to try and position myself where I'm not out in the open now that people know I have magic and I'm not afraid to shoot.
Yeah, you can kind
Yeah.
of pull back. You see this other guy has clockwork arms instead. Takes out like a big dueling cane. I think you know what is going to go for you. He's going to just run around, and just bring it up and try to lay this down. And will attack you for a 15.
Doesn't hit.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, they only have one attack. So yeah, he runs over, misses, and is like, oh, I really thought that would work. All right. And then we're at the bottom of the initiative with Beatrix.
I'm just gonna, I presume, keep going for the dog. Is the smartest move?
It's on you.
There's nothing else I can do. I can't I can hide. Hiding is a bonus action for me. But if I attack him, I can't hide from him. I'm presuming that doesn't really work. So I'm gonna go for his jugular.
Okay.
Can I ask?
Can we get him to our side? I'm gonna go for his jugular.
Yeah. Wildly swinging here. I know we'll get
I
this
don't
dog
know.
on side. Killing it.
I don't know how to get him on side. I have nothing on me unless you want to pull my trusty friend and pretend that you're mates with one of the bad guys and then he'll be like that. But
If you want to use your action to try another animal handling check to
my
try
animal
and do
handling
that.
is not good enough for me to warrant wasting the idea of just
Okay.
beating the shit out of this
fighting
dog.
this-
okay.
Not fighting him. So that's not gonna. Well, no, that's a 13, no, 12 to hit.
12's not going to hit us.
That's
We need to
okay.
start lying.
Other call. Nat 20.
Nice. Is this your bite again or your claws?
No, this is me trying to cut open his neck.
Okay.
Classic.
Roll
So
the damage.
I've gone for the jugular. 4.
As that's doubled.
Yeah.
Okay. It is. You've not quite pierced it in. It's like its neck is so thick and veiny,
It
and
would be
it's
really
just
cool if I
so
made
thick.
that.
Knives, man. Use your knife.
Oh, I have a dagger. So I'm just gonna...
We've been training for days, man. Please
My
take
knives are
out
no
the
better.
knives.
So I go for his jugular. That's really sad that I didn't get higher on the damage there, Broski. So sorry. I go for the jugular. I slash across the jugular, and then while he's like, "Ow," I'm gonna kind of nip out of the way.
Yes,
and
the dog is like, "Ow."
It goes.
I'm hoping that there's enough going on that I can go nick and hide.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do have a hide as a bonus.
Give me a
action.
stealth check.
Oh no. 12.
Okay.
There's a bunch of books. I'm just
There's a lot of chaos and like debris and like overturned desks and things in here that you will be able to find kind of somewhere to hide yourself. Whether or not people, don't notice you diving behind a big pile of things, we'll see. Heimlich, you're up.
There should be a certain amount of how much they care that she has run off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, even though we're trying to have a fight here, man to man, you're pulling out little vials, you and your Campbell soup gang.
It wasn't a vial, it was a bit of straw,
Oh, give a bit of strap here. And
a bit of straw.
It was a bit of straw. It's a real powerful spell, have you know.
Well, that's the last straw.
And I'm sure we'll get more.
no, I'm gonna just. And miss with that one. It's just a love tap. I go.
That took me by surprise with how gentle it was.
And then swing with the left.
Yeah.
Into it. That's definitely gonna hit.
Okay, roll the damage.
8 points of damage.
You are knocking this guy. He's looking very, very rough.
Then I'm gonna take my extra action
Okay.
and swing at him again. And that's a 15.
We'll also
Oh,
hit.
sorry, that's way above that. That's a 16. There's 16 on the dice.
Way above it.
It's way above it.
Yeah.
And that's another 8 points of damage.
Oof. You see that this guy is absolutely like reeling. He's like punch drunk. You've like pretty sure you've broken his nose. But he's like, I just feel like it's the fair thing to keep fighting you only for some reason.
We have a connection.
Yeah. I really want to fight Will, but no, just something about you and your stupid pretty face. Those Murloc ears of yours I want to rip off.
Man, I say, stand down. Do you want this beating to continue?
Make an intimidation check.
Yeah, I was actually about to say, I think I want to. That is a dirty 20.
You see, like, you've punched this guy up a couple of times, and like, he's looking back. Clearly, this guy wasn't expecting this much of a resistance. He thought that the show of force and the vandalism would be enough to, dissuade you guys. And he looks like rattled and kind of taken aback. The fight's not out of him just yet, but you think like more like another kind of show of force and another talking down to him would probably get him to stop fighting.
You're standing before one of the Knights of Her Majesty, and you think that throwing fists is the appropriate way to do this?
You're throwing fists too. What are you talking about?
Exactly. I am a knight.
I can stab you if that's what you want.
You can sit down, good sir.
Will, you're up.
One Will.
Yes, I think having him sit down is a very good idea. And again, I'm going to go for the backs of his legs with Julie. That's healthier. That's a 19.
19's going to hit.
First attack is going to do 8 damage.
Jim?
I can keep going.
You do not need to. You've like...
Taking the fight out of him?
You've taken the fight out of him. You knocked him down. He's on his back. he hits like the ground hard.
Kill him.
Air gets knocked out.
I'm gonna stand over him. I'm gonna say, "Don't make me unsheath her. You know what I can do when I unsheath her."
You don't have the guts anymore.
I unsheath her.
All right.
Will, stand down. The man is on the ground.
Cool down, Andrew. I'm not gonna hurt him.
Kill him.
Unless he steps out of line.
Kill him.
Give me an intimidation check with advantage because you've
Do it.
knocked him down.
Doing myself into service. Intimidation?
Yeah.
That is 20. Dirty 20.
He looks around and he's like, will you let me take care of the dog? I can call it off.
Call it off this instant.
You see, he like kind of like goes forward. He had like takes from his pocket a little tooth that he'd taken from the collar, puts it back on, and the dog starts shrinking back down to size.
Good dog, I say to him.
All right, yeah.
To him?
Yes.
Right, lads.
Are you okay, Mom?
Clockwork Jack.
Copper Jack.
Clockwork Jack.
Spring heel Jack, no?
Spring Heel Jack, whatever his name was. Yeah, I forgot.
Orange work clock.
Man, Billy Buster. I don't know. These guys are tug 1 and tug 2 in my notes.
Billy Buster.
Right, fall back. Yeah, all right, fine. But like, look, Will. Just, yeah, you might have gotten the best of us here. Yeah, but trust me, you don't want the heat that's going to come to you if you keep going on what you're doing.
Right back at you. Do you know who this is?
I know he's talking about being a knight, but he's dressed like he's gone to a party or something, or maybe
You're
he's just
standing before Sir Andrew Heimlich.
yeah.
Heimlich.
A full-on noble knight is hanging out in a museum. Good one, yeah.
Tell
All
us
right.
exactly why we shouldn't be going down this path.
That's what I was going to ask.
But look, I don't know the specifics. I just know that there's very powerful people who are invested in this, and
What is this? I pop out from behind things. What is this?
I was wondering where you went.
Why are
I didn't really
you
care in the heat of the moment, but now I care.
Oh, what is this? What is the thing that everyone's so
What
afraid
you
of
mean?
discovering?
You're the one investigating. Oh, I don't know. I was just told keep an eye on your one, see who she's talking to, see who's investigating. Then you guys come start
And what-
snooping around.
What part of that involves ransacking a library, Tam?
It's standard operating procedure. We're gonna
Tam, who asked you to do this?
look. Names weren't given, all right? It just
Don't need a name, need a description.
Do I need to go down and talk to Colette?
Who
look,
the hell is Colette?
we don't need to get Claire involved, all right? But
Should I, though?
look. Your
Or are
head.
you
If
gonna
your
start
head.
singing?
Your head. Look. Give me a second and I'll talk.
You better sing for us, because you need to understand you have disrupted this man's livelihood. You have upset her hopes and dreams she has put into this. You have disrupted my family's tax write-offs in this wing of the museum. You have greatly upset every one of us here, and you need to be speaking immediately.
Actually, your family, they're only for their wing, so they're fine.
Oh, well, go on then.
Tam, what are you saying?
Look. All I know is this man came around a few days ago asking just to keep an eye on Flora. Some highfalutin, haughty-taughty gentleman, clockwork guy, big hat. And we're like, yeah, sure, like, you know, keep an eye on things, whatever. Didn't really think much of it, but look, as soon as the money, you know, started coming through, we agreed. 2 of my lads got sprung out of jail, no questions asked, off the hook, all charges dropped. So we're gonna do what he says. Sorry, but
How much money?
That's for Colette and him to sort out. I don't get involved in that. I'm here to do business, but not business.
Okay.
You know.
So you don't have records of these payments. We've no way to backtrack. Colette would know.
I mean, Colette would probably know. You're not going to get information from her easier than me, but
You've got Riz.
Riz? What's that?
Charisma.
Is that what that is? Honestly, is that where that comes from?
Yeah, that is where it comes from. Hi, I'm Jordan, and I'm one of the youngest people in this room.
Hi, I'm Jim. I'm one of the oldest people in this room.
And we get along fine.
Bridging the generational divide.
Every day's a school day.
Okay, so Colette. Okay. I take down notes on my little notebook.
I'll tell you about it later. It's not someone we want to deal with, but
Look,
maybe our hands are tied.
Honestly, that's all I know. I was just told, come down here, make sure you guys don't want to do this. Look, you guys want to keep on this route.
Tell them we've backed off. Tell them that we're not investigating and that everything's fine there. They don't need to track us anymore.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because you're asking him to go against direct orders.
Would anyone else like to say the sentence I just said because I don't have good persuasion?
If someone wants to help you and give you the help action, you be able to negate that and just roll straight.
Yeah, I would like to give the help action just by like visibly be charging up various shifting forms of magic, like blast in my hand directly behind as I'm just like holding a book with like its spine broken.
Yeah.
I look at this and I'm like, so what does that mean? If
So we'll negate the disadvantage, you just roll straight.
Okay. Not too great. 7 plus 1, so 8.
Look, I can't. It's gonna be very. Look, you guys seem like yous are pretty in this and are pretty, intent on pursuing whatever it is going on here. I'm just, I was doing my job. If I go back and tell Colette that you've held off and then it's instantly apparent that you haven't, well, my head's on the block. I can't do that. So either you kill me now with this magic thing you got going on, or I'm killed later.
Kill him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking, Hama.
Tam, you go back and you tell her it's not worth her time being involved with this. I don't care what she's being paid, but she doesn't understand the forces that are arrayed on our side of this.
Look, I'll send back whatever messages you want.
You tell her that's from me.
All right. Yeah, no worries, Will.
Before you leave.
Yeah, I actually really would like to leave now.
You can put your hands down. We're not going to do anything.
I might.
Oh, never mind. He might.
You're going to help me put all these bookshelves back up standing. Then you can leave. They're heavy.
That's a bit much.
I think
I'd rather just die.
I get it.
I think, yeah.
I'm more of a destroyer, not a builder, Look, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Are they taking the dog with them?
I've already lost enough face with my boys here.
Are they taking the dog?
Spring Heel Jack and Billy Buster, they're gonna take so much less.
They'll never respect you again.
Can we, the dog?
Leave the dog.
No.
Oh, okay.
You've already gotten the dog, you're not getting the dog as well.
That's right.
What do you mean we can't get an NPC per scene?
It's not happening.
What do you mean?
I will get this dog by the end of this episode.
Mark our words, Tam.
We will get this
We're
dog.
having that dog.
I think we should just kill him and take the dog. I'm so sorry.
I trip him as he goes out the door.
You're some prick.
Right back at you.
I'm gonna look.
And they just pick their stuff up and start fleeing outside.
Really quickly.
Billy Buster is carrying the dog, who's now pretty small.
Cool.
Will,
Yes.
you made a bit of a mention there.
Yes, Andrew.
Were you a bit of a ruffian?
Not that it's any of your business, Andrew, but yes, at one point I did do a little bit of work for Colette and her gang.
Interesting. Now, why in the world would you go down such a dark path like that?
Oh, get off your high horse. I did it because my mom is sick.
Sick? Where is she?
She's bedridden. She can't move. I needed money to buy her medicine.
Why wouldn't you just take her to the Royal Hospital?
Because I don't have the money. I can't just buy medicine like that. Medicine, might I add, that you and your ilk can buy with your pocket change. With your pocket change, Andrew. And she's bedridden.
I'm sure the hospital would take someone in if they were sick.
They don't.
It's not
Andrew.
like that anymore.
Do you know what happens, Andrew? They die in the streets. Probably hard to see from your tower. With us
Sorry
so
to hear that,
below
Will.
you.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll believe that. Maybe I don't.
Well, I suppose, is there anything we can do? Beatrix, are you paying this man?
Yes, I am.
He's paying me quite fairly.
Good.
A stipend, enough to buy the medicine I need month by month. But should I stop? Well, that's it.
Well, this won't do. All right. I suppose we've pressing matters at the moment, but let's revisit this.
Sure, let's you and me revisit this, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm stacking books for the
Yeah, I'm setting. I've fully shut down, and I'm just getting things right back in order.
And you see Donald's just in the corner being like, am I needed?
Donald,
Can you help?
hand me your CV.
Here's a book.
Donald, I need you to get all these bookshelves upright, and then I need you to go through that stack of books alphabetically, top shelf. Thank you.
Did we
Understood,
determine
sir.
if Donald has wings or hands or?
Look, let's not think too
Up
much
to the
about it.
Yeah, some things are better.
I think let
not
the
explained.
audience and the viewers make down with the Donald.
Just making sure we're not torturing this poor man.
He is struggling.
If he can drive, he can stack shelves.
That was us putting our own lives.
I presume the other staff members of the hall are helping as well. It's not just the duck.
Yeah, I'd say now that the commotion is finished, I did pop my head down because it's late in the evening, so it would have been closing time or closing up. So there's probably just one or two people left that were doing the closing of like the separate wings. So they're helping now. There's just a couple staff that are just helping out around here. People that I would
Yeah, you can pull some people in to do a bit of overtime to help you clean up. That's fine.
Yeah. We're doing overtime. We're cleaning up. We're getting it all sorted. I set up. There's a couch in one of the corners that I kind of just set up, and I just say, "All right, everyone, we should gather around and talk about all the things that we've learned." I know that Beatrix and I were sleuthing around the house, but you were both talking to Donald, and you clearly know more about the gang than we do. So let's put our heads together and figure out what knowledge we have.
Isn't that a phrase? 4 heads are better than 1.
So
moving on.
I refuse to engage with this.
Okay.
So, Will, what did you get from your conversation with Donald? Donald keeps stacking.
Okay.
I suppose.
You see, he's had to make stacks of books so he can get to the higher shelves.
He's so
I'm
cute.
doing the top shelves first.
I'm so glad we kidnapped that duck.
Well, he's employed. We're all employed by the same person.
Get that!
We're all employed. No, we're
You
all.
said you were paying me.
We're all employed by the same person. Technically, you just moved division.
He's being paid by Flora. We're being paid by Flora.
Okay, highly irregular.
That's what we are. We're regulars. Okay.
That's the name of the store. They said it. They said it.
Roll credits.
Okay. Where are we?
Okay, Will, what do y'all get?
You're probably better to ask Sir Andrew there. He was the one who did most of the talking with Donald. I was busy scoping the perimeter.
So we learned that Reginald was having a bit of a rendezvous with the one Lady Clarice
Dashingham.
Dashingham.
I pull out the photo that
Oh,
we found in
yes.
his bedroom that was ripped up.
I do remember
is this
that.
Her?
That is indeed her.
And
What
she's
have
the
you
one-
done to the portrait of that
No,
poor
he
woman?
had ripped it up himself and put it back together.
Oh,
Did
Reggie.
he? What a
sin.
sad man.
It's really
That she had dumped him as it was. And you see, Lady Clarice is known for having
She has the hot
a pet of the week.
spectrometers.
Yeah, she likes to date below her status of thaumaturges specifically.
Okay.
So
Thaumaturges.
Don't look at me.
we'll be keeping our eye on you around
Which is
here.
very,
I can't flirt with a noblewoman.
Make sure he doesn't pocket that portrait later.
that's very interesting. So when we looked at the library and the attic, it gave us 2 very different images of thaumaturge.
Yes, Beatrix, you're absolutely right. In fact, even before the attic, in his just more readily available library, there was some literature relating to the Seekers of Serenity. I just look and I just see a little bit of a lost look in the eyes.
Sorry,
And say,
Alistair, explain to me, because I have no idea what that is.
so you're familiar with the Illuminati? Yes,
I
They would be. Their doctrine of magic is that magic can be wielded, but it needs to be curtailed and limited, lest we suffer another cataclysm. The Seekers of Serenity are then that attitude, that philosophy taken to its ideological extreme, where they believe that magic should be eradicated, and they are very much more involved in the non-magical gadgeteering sort of side of industry and progress. Exactly. So for someone who was proclaimed to be a thaumaturge by their mother to then find the Seekers of Serenity literature in the public library, that's something. But then when we went to the attic, there was absolutely no etheric presence. It was all mechanisms. He was, from what we found, if I'm not mistaken, he may have been working on the creation of an asterium, which is a device that the Seekers of Serenity use to engage in their faith and delve into a more meditative state, which is the absence of magic, purely surrounded by mechanisms and logic. So I'm starting to believe that his mother may be under the wrong idea of what happened, because she told us that he was found near an opium den and that he must have been engaging in vices, which for someone who is a believer in the doctrine of the Illuminati, that could be a tragic story of somebody slowly going down the path of becoming a Maleficent.
Yeah.
But none of his personal belongings show that. So I think he may have been framed. His murder may have been framed somehow.
Do you think perhaps since he was with Lady Clarice, was he perhaps pretending to be a thaumaturge?
When did they break up? Did you...
A few months ago,
Donald?
Oh, yeah, it was a few months ago.
It lines up with the timeline.
The timeline does line up.
Well, could there be a reason? He could have been. There's nothing saying he wasn't a thaumaturge. There's a chance that maybe something that happened with him and
There's a
Lady
bit of
made him-
extra information that may be pertinent to this. So, your Campbell Soup people, they were mentioning that they were hired by a Clockwork Eye man.
a noble Clockwork Eye man from the sound of it.
And that same man, Reginald was meeting with fairly irregularly.
Do we know how long far back? Was it months?
A
Did
few
it line
months.
up?
Past
Around the
few
same-
months, correct, Mr. Duck?
Yes, that's correct.
It seems like it lines up with when
With the breakup,
with
yeah.
the
It
breakup.
sounds like maybe this poor sod.
Oh, this
Was
was maybe
broken up with so badly that
He's so-
changed religion?
Bitter.
No. Well, everyone said that he wanted to be higher than his status. Could it be the case that he wants to break into the noble class and this nobleman has given him an outreach or a branch that he can use? And
After
it could be
he
something.
lost the noblewoman.
After he lost the noblewoman, he lost his usual kind of reach into those social classes, and now he's
He lost his
clawing at
use.
whatever he can, and now he's lost his use. He's whatever he was designing in his attic, he's succeeded in. I presume
think
he was trying to
perhaps
make
he
something.
lost his usefulness to this group.
Could be. Yes, it all very well could be. I think...
And not to bring the circle back, but who is Colette?
Oh, sorry. Yes, so
Sorry to bring it back, but I just have a curious question.
I do apologize. Yes. Okay, in my youth, when I needed money, I ran some work for the Campbell Soup gang.
Campbell soup.
Campbell Soup gang. Yes, no, the Campbell Road gang. I only did minor things, investigations, kind of slightly more sinister investigations. I didn't agree with it, so I left and I found work in more noble endeavors, enforcing for wonderful detectives.
And is Colette the owner of the Campbell gang?
Colette
There we
is
go.
not someone to be trifled with. She is she's an animist, a puka, like yourself, and she is a serious woman.
Seems like you have quite a crush on her.
Oh,
No.
someone has a crush.
It's more that I'm afraid she might crush me. You see, she runs a very tight
Oh,
ship.
now we know what
Someone
he's
has a
into.
Don't,
Step on me, Gotham on me type.
I'm not
don't
denying
bring
it.
me into this.
I'm not denying it. She has a certain authority that's hard to deny.
Okay, I have one
So
more
how
thought.
does the Clockwork Gang link into all of this? What do you think?
I have
Esther?
one more thought, and then I have one immediate course of action for myself to take. The man with the clockwork eye was described as having maybe some
connection to the
maybe having some connection to Scotland Yard, as he immediately got 2 of the Campbell gang's guys released. So if it stands to reason that he could also get them to falsify a report detailing the cause of death of Reginald. I think.
By God! Are you saying that the police are corrupt?
No, never. Yes. I think.
No, never.
No, never. I'm going to send a letter to a friend that I have in the Thaumaturgist Guild, just to see when the last time Reginald attended or participated in those circles was, just to see if we can corroborate that maybe around the same time as the breakup he stopped going, to see if we can create a timeline of his involvement with the different groups.
I'm going to chime in for 1 second. Just to clarify something with you, Apollo, are you trying to use the contact mechanic within the game?
Yes.
Excellent.
I have a Murloc friend. Oh, no, sorry. I have a Puka friend who is a librarian in the guild.
Excellent. Okay, so yeah, you can send a missive off. It's getting late, so you probably won't get a response until the next morning or so.
Yeah, I'm happy
but
to wait.
you can send that off, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because we have time to. We're busy ourselves with the seance, so I'm just gonna write out a letter very quickly, just being like, someone give me a name.
Cool.
Oh, girl.
Sure.
Gwendolyn.
I'm just gonna write out a letter very quickly. Dear Gwendolyn, it's me, Alistair Carter, curator of the Hearthfire Hall of Antiquities. That's how I start all my letters. And I'm just gonna ask regarding young Reginald, dearly departed, and I'm just going to ask real quick, like, hey, when was the last time he was around? Did you hear about his breakup? And if so, like, did he take it well or badly? And I'm just going to ask.
Ask if Clarice frequents there as well. If she's there.
Yeah. I'm going to mention Lady Clarice Dashingham, just to see if within the circles of the Thaumaturgist Guild her name comes up often.
Tell you what, I'll give you one better, and I'll say, Ryan, why don't you make a streetwise check for me to see if you know anything further about Clarice Dashingham.
Would this be in relation to my higher station then?
She's
and the things I would
Yes, this is kind of how you knew about her in the first place and stuff, so yeah.
Okay. A 12.
You...
Plus
0.
God dang.
With a 12...
Streetwise isn't something I figured I would need.
That's so real.
You don't know the exact ins and outs, and this was kind of a while ago, but it was kind of high enough scandal that you kind of remember something about it. Lady Clarice was a thaumaturge, or is a thaumaturge herself. And there was some sort, as you're kind of like trying to think back now, of her and, things you've heard, it's again, you're kind of the same age, you've, orbited each other's social circles, and obviously the first thing you remembered was, oh, that's the one with who had a thing for thaumaturges, but we start thinking about it more and more, you realize that, oh no, she was a thaumaturge herself, and oh, wasn't there some nasty family business that she got into, and her mother was declared maleficent years ago.
I see. Yes.
I'm too
Daddy?
Daddy is dead.
Yes, I remember now. She had these beautiful masquerades when Mummy passed away after she had Mummy and Daddy's money and a house all to herself with all these servants and hosted some incredible balls until she realized, oh wait, I should be in a bit of mourning. But she's been under watch, I would imagine, having a Maleficent mother.
You would know that a lot of those masquerade balls that had to be cancelled as the Silencious were heavily involved in cleansing everything around the house, making sure there's no more Maleficent activity, that no pallid ones were present, that it was all on the up and up, and that actually she hasn't thrown any other balls since because she has been very much under surveillance.
Not throwing balls.
So that's why she's been out of your circle for a while, so that you don't know her directly.
Yeah, probably those first ones were like we snuck in because we were younger.
Yeah.
Was this a few years ago? Was this?
Yes, it was a number of years ago. So she would have been like, she would have been like, mid to late teens kind of a job,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool, makes sense. Okay.
So
while we're sending notes, can I send a letter to my dad?
Yes, you're also going to use one of your contacts.
Yeah, if that's okay. Because my father's in Scotland Yard, so I'm going, dear father, hope everything's well. Long time no speak. I'm just wondering, I hope everything's okay with Mum and Philip. But I'm just wondering, a few months ago, these two guys from this gang got bail. I'm wondering if you have record of who signed that off or who paid for it. I also hope everything else is going well, that we can catch up for coffee maybe or tea soon. If you've got any parties and you want me to come along, I'd love to catch up. I've made some really cool friends. I've been hanging out with Andrew Heimlich again. You always wanted me to hang out with people more like us. Anyway, if you could let me know, and just if someone has been paying bail for this gang, that'd be really nice to know about. Hope everything's okay. Signed, I do my full name, Beatrix Quicktail.
Okay, nice. Is there anything else anyone wants to do? Any letters, anything wants to send before this seance?
I'm going to pull in my contact as well.
Okay, it's Contact City.
Get your contacts in.
If you all don't mind, I think I might go and have a word with Colette. Because she's got direct contact with the person we're looking for.
Do you think that's safe?
Absolutely not.
You should take someone with you.
Want company?
Well, I'm not bringing you into it.
I will go.
You'd come with me.
Absolutely.
To Campbell Street. Oh no, sorry. This I have to see. Yes, I'll have you along with me.
A knight of Her Majesty, absolutely, to keep you safe.
I appreciate that, Andrew, and I look forward to see what comes of it. You can come with me.
Just come back alive. I think after the seance, once we have all of this resolved, once we have communications from our respective contacts, I think our next major stop should be the Clockwork Sanctuary on Bishop Street.
Yeah.
Which is where the main hub of the Seekers of Serenity. But let's gather all the information that we can. Let's rest up for this before this seance, and we can be on our way.
Are you guys going to go now?
So yeah, you know this is a midnight seance. So you guys have a couple hours, probably not time to go and do like a full investigation or something like that. So I think that you'd save it tomorrow.
I'm scheduling that for in a couple of days.
But you would have time to go over to Campbell Street now before the night's over.
What I might then say is, we don't have to roleplay it out, but I might go, will you join me in the library and we can do some more research on the clockwork and everything? You know so much more than me. I'd love you to teach me, and then that way I can get learned up on everything.
Great, so you guys go do nerd stuff, write letters, read books, while these two go and put themselves into danger.
Massive danger.
Let me get up this.
This feels nice walking down the street with you, Will. It seems familiar. If only we had a large animal with us, it would feel right at home.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised your heels aren't hurting with all this walking around. Don't you usually have people drive you or carry you places?
Carlton insists on being the one to take me around. A lot of it comes from Father. Father wants us to meet certain expectations. That's how all my life has been. Meet this expectation, meet that, go to this school, do this, study these. These are your only extracurricular activities you can have. You never get to have any of your own personality until late in the night.
Oh, to drown in opportunity like you.
Opportunity, it may seem like that sometimes, but you don't really get much choice.
No. Your golden handcuffs keep you in place, do they?
I can sense a good deal of bitterment, and I will admit I don't understand everything, but I think there's an expectation that there's a lot of joy in being the child of one of these nobles, and having your entire life planned out for you before you even get to take your first step isn't the most fun in the world. And
No.
you turn to things to keep your mind off of it sometimes.
See, I didn't get that about you. To me, it seemed like you were coming down here to hang out with us poors and have a bit of a holiday away from it all before you retreat back up to your ivory tower, but I guess I never looked at it that maybe you do really want to be here.
This, with you all, has been the most fun I have had, genuine fun, that I have had in ages. And is that bad to feel joy? Does that automatically make it trivial if you're enjoying it? It just feels nicer than being in these meetings all day talking about the finances and who to take advantage of next.
Cast me to the pale, but I think I believe you.
Not much room for lies when you step outside of the ivory walls.
Well, in that case, Sir Andrew, I do apologise for my measure towards you so far. I can find myself a bit ragged around the edges when it comes to the nobility.
I feel I may not have picked up on some of the avarice that may have been thrown my way. That might be my own naivety.
Well, blissful naivety then. Please, try not to remember most of what I said.
Fair. I don't remember a lot of what a lot say to me some nights. So
I would say
this Colette that we're going to is what should I be prepared for here?
Ruthlessness, Andrew.
I get the impression that you think that my status is not going to be of any benefit in this situation.
Honestly, I think it might be one of the greatest weapons we have. Colette understands one thing more than any, and that's money. If she's doing work for this Cloculus fellow, well then, he's paying her a great deal of money, I would say.
Fair.
Oculus Prime.
I was thinking he must be a doctor.
There's an Oculus and it's a clock.
No,
right?
I think it was. We all got it.
I said it before I thought about it, and I was like, oh shit, that makes sense.
Cloculus is a great name.
As you guys approach and you're having this conversation, you do get to where the Campbell Street gang hang out.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Campbell Street. Yeah. Well, they've got like a ring of about 3 or 4 streets outside of Campbell Street as well, where they'd hold influence, right?
Kind of like their main headquarters
really
is an apothecary.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where Colette does her business as an animist, and kind of, her front very much is that she is a healer and people come to her for healing. And as you're approaching, you kind of see in the window she's tending to the wounds of the guys that you fought. Tam is in there, getting his nose reset and like getting like herbs and things applied and pulses applied. And yeah, like, I mean, it's a slightly rougher part of town, but it's not like, they've got eyes everywhere.
Yeah.
But on this particular thing, there's a couple of guys hanging around the front. You would know there's at least 3 or 4 in the back to make sure things. So like, it's well guarded, but not.
There'd be some kids on the roof looking out for them and stuff
100%,
as well. Like,
100%.
All right, Sir Andrew, they know we're here. So when we go in here, Colette respects strength and honesty when you're dealing with her. Just don't expect honesty back.
Understood. I might let you take the lead if that's all right.
Absolutely.
I trust your experience more than mine in this situation.
Well, we'll see how far it gets us.
And you see kind of as you're approaching, one of the people outside has like put their head in and like clearly announced that you guys are arriving. And you see Colette walk out. She's wearing an apron, not covered in blood, but there's like blood on her apron from like people that she's been healing and stuff. And she looks up at you and says, "Ooh, you guys are brave, dumb, foolish, foolhardy. I don't know what to think of you coming here after you rough a couple of my guys up. Why shouldn't I just set everyone on you right now?"
I like to think it's a healthy broth of all those traits, Colette.
Yeah, that makes sense for you.
Colette McAdam, as I live and breathe, have you gotten more beautiful since I've seen you?
Don't give me that.
Okay,
Don't give me that. Don't even
sorry.
start.
Alright, I just wanted to throw some riz into the mix.
You're not using it correctly.
You're saying that as if you use
correctly.
it. Your tongue's stumbling over the word.
I've
Come
only
on.
recently learned it.
Yeah.
Listen, Colette, I'm sure you can guess why I'm here.
Yeah, you got a death wish.
Well,
You certainly went your own happy way before. Turned down nice, decent employment, helping me out. But here you are, come back.
What would you
bringing
have
a
me-
friend. What are you here for?
May I introduce myself, ma'am?
Andrew,
And
Andrew.
I take her
All
hand.
right, no,
Take it
enough
down.
of that.
Right.
Don't know whatever this is. Not bringing it. Not buying it.
I am Sir Andrew Heimlich. At your service.
She spits on your hand.
Interesting custom around here.
Don't
and I
return-
sniff it.
Don't. He's from
Heimlich, isn't it? That's an interesting buddy you got.
You've got hired muscle, I've got hired money.
Okay, interesting. You should ask him where he gets his money. That might be interesting to you.
Yeah, maybe I'll have that conversation later. Right now, I'm concerned with where you're getting your money.
Good honest business is where I'm getting my money, isn't that right, boys? And she's been like flanked by like a dozen people.
I know your business is honest. It's fair trade, I'm sure. Services rendered for, I'm assuming, an extortionate amount of coin.
It's a fair amount of coin. How's your mother?
Be very careful now.
Oh, I don't think I need to be one being careful.
You,
Come on, why are you here?
You know there are some lines we don't cross. Prole to prole.
Prole to prole, and you're coming in with that.
Look, he's part of the organisation I'm working with.
Organization.
Don't
okay.
you respect that he's just after putting 3 of your boys on their ass? Single-handed. Why don't you ask Tam?
Yeah, Tam came crying.
Hi
Yeah,
there,
that's
Tam.
great.
I see your nose is put back in place.
Fuck off, and I don't want to talk to you. It's like the one person who hasn't come out. Yeah, but come on. It's a numbers game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a numbers game.
12 of us here that you can see.
You know what? A good friend of mine said quite recently that dogs like yours is strong, but foxes is quick. Do you think they can get to me before my blade reaches your neck, Colette? Honestly, knowing me as a duelist, do you think they can?
So you're coming here and threatening me. Is that what? Why are you
I'm
here?
not threatening you. I'm meeting strength with strength, Colette. I need an answer. I need to know who paid you.
Someone very powerful has been paying me lately, if you must know. Tam here, kind of looks back at Tam, spits on the ground again. Told me divulge some gang secrets, and he's going to pay for it. And you know, if you continue on your investigation, well, you're going to pay for it too.
You know, when I was working for you, I really thought you were the strongest and the biggest thing in this whole city. But I've stepped back from this. I've stepped back from Campbell Road, and I see now it's one small street among many small streets. Yeah, you're strong here with your people behind you. The next street over has another gang. The next street over has another gang. And from my new vantage point, I can see that it's all just squabbles in the mud. You, me, it's all nothing compared to the power this one and your new employer wields. And my employer, you know, he's got some contacts in Scotland Yard. In fact, we have quite a few contacts in Scotland Yard. In fact, Andrew, father owns Scotland Yard.
Indeed.
And this fine, upstanding woman here, I'm sorry, did she just threaten the son of the owner of Scotland Yard?
It seems that you did. And now to think of it, that does seem quite silly. And it doesn't seem like you're quite a silly lady most of the time, are you?
Rather uncivilized, I'd say. Very impolite behaviour.
You know, Will, yeah, maybe sometimes you're not that much of an idiot. And yeah, I am one gang of many. I know the hand that feeds me. And I know the type of people I'm involved with. So you should know that I'm not going to give them up. I can't give them up. So don't expect that. Alright? Ask yourself, this man's very powerful. Lot of, you know, if he owns Scotland Yard and you got people who are being released, well, doesn't take a mathematician to put 2 and 2 together, does it?
No, that's all I needed. Thank you very much. Andrew, we have to leave.
Do ask him before you go. Do ask him where, you know, the more underground ways that his family gets his money. I'll give you that bit of information. Now, I'm back to my honest work. I wouldn't threaten anyone. I just want to make sure everyone's all happy and healthy. And if you excuse me, I've got a pot to stir in the back. And she walks back into her business.
I walk over. As we're leaving, I just pat Tam on the head.
Andrew, I think we should get out of here very quickly.
Fair, yes.
I have one stop to make on the way.
The liquor store? I was thinking just the same.
No, next to the liquor store.
Fine.
And then we'll make our way back to the Hearthfire Hall. And I want to go and collect my mother on the way back.
Are you going to say to me on the way that we're going to your mom?
Yeah, I think I'm going to say, look, I'd appreciate if you don't tell the others how we live here, okay?
That's fine. Will it be dangerous for your mother or anything if a carriage were to ride into...
Honestly, Andrew, I don't think she could be in more danger right now. And if a carriage gives us speed out of here, I think that's what we need.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously one of my contacts is Carlton. He used a bit through this.
This also, there are, like, cabs and things around.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can just go get a cab.
Yeah,
and
we'll just
bring
get
it.
a...
That's, like, there's... You know, not everything is horse-drawn carriages. There's engines and things. So yeah. If you want to get a car there and drive,
yes,
or get a cab.
Well then, while we're in the back of the car, we have a chat.
Yeah, happy to.
So, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask. How does your family make its money, Andrew?
So, you made mention of thinking that I was on a bit of a holiday, running away, just being playboy to run away. I was hoping this wouldn't come out a bit, but you see, about a month ago, my eldest brother passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He was the one that was expected to take over the family business. And as a result, I have had to have a crash course on now I'm the one expected to take over things, especially at the age that I am. I'm coming into that and I need to be brought into meetings and such. And I became aware of the fact that some of the old stories of what we Weirlocks used to be involved in, that those are still industries that we play a heavy role in. And I made a joke mention of things I did in my youth, but there was actually a much darker side of what we called the Catchers, but a bit of a dark bounty hunting side that still very much exists in the I know this is where we used to live mostly, but in the underbelly of London. And one of the worst things that I became aware of, because as much as everyone thinks that I'm an idiot, I was put in these schools to learn, and if there are items in the balance sheet that don't make sense, and it's my job to be, reviewing these things, and I take a look, and I find that there are massive cash inflows that come in on a weekly basis from a certain, under the bridge
What are you saying
area.
to me?
And, well, it seems that my family is still very much involved in putting on very unorthodox fighting arenas.
Fighting arenas?
London.
You mean the dueling pits?
Yes, I think that's what they were called.
The
And it's-
dueling pits where I lost my arm.
You what?
My arm, Andrew.
That's where you lost it.
Yes, to a friend when we were dueling in a pit to make money.
Dear God, man.
He struck at my throat and I grabbed his blade and I lost my hand. And he made a ton of money. And I never saw him again.
You can understand why I would run away from all this. I'm so sorry that this was...
I can understand why you'd run from that. I wouldn't want to be associated with it any more than I have been.
I'm so sorry that my family put on... You said that we are making way to your mother's place.
Yes.
Is this out of concern for her safety?
Yes, it is.
Because-
Because Colette's going to send someone around there. Airs and graces aside, she will send someone around there.
Listen,
Andrew.
here, driver, do you have a bit of paper?
Sure.
I write a number on it, and I go, we are going to send your mother to the Royal Hospital, and she will be presented there with this account number, and she will be treated under the Heimlich account.
Can't ask you to do that.
You have not asked me, have you? That has not come out of your mouth a single bit, has it, Will? So this is not a favor to you. This is not owed to you. This is not anything like that. See it perhaps as unpaid debts from my family to yours.
Thank you.
But
you, Andrew.
I have one regulation,
Oh, Jesus.
and that is to continue to help out Beatrix. This is so important to her.
I will. You have no idea what this means to me. How long I've struggled to keep my mother well.
Do you see what... It's foolish what we do. I grew up not even understanding wealth. And then to see what is done with it, we hoard it like we're some kind of dragons, like those that fly above. It's disgusting. I mean, I've realized now it was foolish of me to have left my purse behind when I came to join you all, but...
Could have used that.
He's sweet. Keep going.
But we'll make do. We have account numbers still around everywhere in London, so...
Of course.
Andrew, this is more than I can pay you back for. You understand? I don't have
You
anything.
did enough. I mean, as I see it, you gave.
I gave an arm for this.
Now all you need is a leg. Thank you. And then we will be even.
Well, if you want it, you can have it. Thank you. I do see. Maybe you're not like. Maybe you are like us.
I don't know if I could say that. I've grown up with any number of silver and gold spoons shoved at all angles at me.
No, I mean, inside yourself, you're kind. You care. I didn't think you did, and I'm sorry.
I can understand, especially with what's happened, why you would not expect much from the likes of us. And the thing is we're taught to expect those in your status to serve a purpose, and that be it. And I've learned a lot of that from Carlton, although he probably hates me more than I like to think that he hates me as much as I love him. So
It's a beautiful dichotomy.
He probably thinks I'm abusing him by making him read the paper. It's just that I get too drunk to read the words.
It was really cute.
I can advise you as to how to approach it if you want.
Yeah, I think that would be great. That would be a great way to repay anything.
Well, it would be a great start. Okay, shall we go?
Absolutely.
I'm sure they're waiting for us in the library.
Yes.
Revelations will abound.
And the driver's like, that was a really touching moment.
When you were like, just do one
I didn't mean to
thing.
eavesdrop, but I'm moved.
When you were like, let's do one thing. I went, oh, here we go. And then you're like, look after Beatrix.
I imagine the driver turns and goes, he stops suddenly. Wait, did you say you don't have your purse?
This was also so cute. And then you were like, let me just throw some more dork into it. Oh, adorable.
You guys have deposited your mother into the
She's
hospital.
institutionalized now. It's
Yeah,
fine.
for want of a better word. And have returned back to the Hearthfire Hall. You have maybe a few minutes before you think that Miss Hastings is going to come and bring you to the seance.
Yeah, I think the two of us are probably standing outside waiting for the guys to arrive. I have put my jacket back on because it is cold and it is London at night, and I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
So neither person, definitely not because I'm cold. Yeah. So since we're all here, before we go to the seance, do we get a debrief on just the info from the gang, just to sort of like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
vibes?
we absolutely would have shared with you what
Everything.
what went on with gang and stuff.
Brilliant.
And I'm just
Awesome.
going to pull Beatrix, pull you aside and just be like, so from speaking to the gang, I get the distinct impression that maybe our respective families aren't the best resources for this particular investigation. They may be more of a hindrance than they are a help. I know we're both happy to avoid them anyway, but they may not be a great source of reliable information.
I agree. I have heard my mum and father argue a little bit about things going on in Scotland Yard, but I think because they're arguing means they might be on the right side. I don't know. I still think we should take everything with a pinch of salt.
Absolutely agree.
As you've kind of finished filling each other in on what's going on, Miss Hastings' car arrives again, and she beckons you inside and begins driving off to the seance. And
She's still wearing the same outfit or a new one?
it's still the same day. It's only really been like
No outfit change.
like
Pavel.
a number of hours. She's still in
I'm
mourning.
going to
She's still
join
wearing her
the
veil.
putting on the outdoor clothes. 'cause
Oh, are we in business, ma'am? Sorry.
well, no, I'm just cold.
Oh, right, no.
We are in a library that is very cold.
It is close to midnight as well. It is a cold night in London, and she kind of turns to you in the car and is like, is everything going well in the investigation? Thank you so much for...
Yes, we're making progress, and we're making sure to, respect yourself and your name and Reginald's name. So we're working really hard. We met Donald. He was lovely. We're making progress that I think in the next few coming days we should have answers.
Okay, excellent. I'm good. And hopefully we get some answers tonight from Naomi. She's incredibly powerful. Highly recommended talented medium, so we should...
Yeah. How did you find her?
Oh, she's very well known. I am a psychic myself, but my powers are nothing in comparison to hers. She wasn't cheap. She's a very expensive woman to hire, but she is worth it. I'm sparing no expense. I just need to talk to Reginald again. It breaks my heart that he's gone in such circumstances.
Gonna slide a note over to Beatrix that basically just says in there, should we tell her that maybe her son wasn't doing heretical practices because she's anti-magic and all that? She's,
She at the start was very kind of like, it's so unusual of him to have been at an opium den. She did not believe that was the case
I
at all.
think it would bring comfort to her to know.
Yeah.
So I might slip back and say, I think it will bring comfort for her to know that her son was not what people expected of him, and slide back, letting you say that if you'd like to, because you guys have built that rapport of you knowing more about her history than me.
That's fair.
Quick note. not anti-magic, just magic should be regulated.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guys that he may have been involved with were the very anti-magic ones, and I don't think she knows about that.
And I don't think she needs to know about that part, but knowing that he's not an opioid abuser and stuff like that would be lovely.
The one thing that we thought may be important for you to know
yes.
is in his later days, he didn't see, in his last days, he didn't seem to be partaking in, I know you didn't believe he would have been anyway, but in any of those illegal or unregulated activities.
I know, I knew it. I know I haven't been the closest with him, but I knew he wouldn't fall into such debauchery in the basement. It would not be right for him. It does not seem becoming of him at all. Thank you for confirming this.
I'm also sorry to bring it up casually out of the blue. So I kind of delicately arise the idea of Lady Clarice. And did you ever hear of a sort of maybe engagement on the horizon when they were together? Or did he ever tell you of seeing her? She is a very noble lady.
I was not even aware that they were courting.
They're just
So much was taken from him. And she begins to weep again.
I hand her a fresh napkin.
Thank you.
Hand her the portrait of Clarice.
Damn.
I hand you a replacement napkin when you
Thank
give yours
you.
away. There you go now.
And the stream of napkins.
It's just like a
A clown, like.
Yeah.
You arrive at the home and residence and store essentially of one Naomi Hirsch, the city's most prominent medium and psychic. She advertised herbs, remedies, and talismans in addition to psychic readings and seances, all kind of very strongly advertised in her window and stuff. And you open the door, it's midnight, there's no one around, but you smell cooking and stuff inside, and you see a very tall and slender Eldarin woman, pointed ears, and she's wearing very Japanese inspired robes, and she turns around and says "Hiya, darlings, how are we? Are you all here for the seance?"
Yes, we are. Thank you so much.
Oh, excellent. Come on, here, have a bowl. Have a bowl. He starts handing out soup to everyone. Can't do a seance on an empty stomach.
I'm going to pretend to eat it, but not.
Okay, sure.
Because I think it's really my cup of tea. I hand mine to you.
You don't want to be summoning spirits on an empty stomach. That's bad business for anyone. How are we all? We all having a good time?
Yes. Have I introduced you to Sir Heimlich? And then as I gesture to you, I'm going to really quickly put a look to Alistair and be like, magic detect soup.
Yeah, I think that the second...
Because I have detect magic, but I probably could have done it myself. But it's nice to be together.
And knowing that they're gonna try and cast a spell, basically, I'm going to use my striking ability to fully distract her.
Because you've got pointy ears too.
And be like,
well, look at you.
Look at the shape of those ears, dear.
Oh, thank you. You've got a very fine pair yourself.
Why, thank you very much. And yes, it is indeed I, Sir Heimlich. Let me take these off so I can see you better.
Wow, I'll get you a special, fresh, a bigger bowl, of course, for you. Would you like any tea or refreshments?
If you have, perhaps, would you have a bottle of red?
Of course I would. And she kind of turns to Flora. She's like, Flora, you never told me we were expecting nobility. Wow, it was such an honor to have you here.
Absolutely, I wouldn't miss the...
And so she's totally in that, so you guys can cast your spell.
My detect tells is only for crime scenes or specific clues. So I don't think I can just do an item.
Yeah.
Alistair isn't the best with social interaction, so this is what he's gonna do as he enters this medium's home is a quick 1-2 punch. The number 1 is telepathy. We entered her home and she immediately offered us food.
Yep.
Is this a kindness? Is this a requirement?
You are getting nothing but kindness from this sword.
Nothing but kindness.
She's just happy. She's happy.
Okay.
She's cheery. She's summoning the spirits of the dead. Great. Love this for me.
As I see Heimlich doing the striking thing, I'm going to lean in to Beatrice and be like, Ma'am, may I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is this the Riz you were talking about?
I'm gonna look over. Do I get slightly charmed by Heimlich as well?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because he's like
A little bit, yeah.
older, kind of rusty. I go, yes.
I see.
Hilarious.
And I'm just gearing up to start casting my detect etheric presence once the seance gets started, and I'm also just kind of.
Do you want to like do it right now as she's distracted, or are you kind of just preparing it in general so when the seance starts?
Are you trying to do it on
it's
the
concentration
super
only up to a minute, and I don't want to have to be constantly casting it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna hold back, but I am just going to, knowing that I have my eidetic memory, I'm just gonna start like scanning around.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I investigate the room while we have this?
Just
why don't
do,
you
like,
give me an
passive
investigation
stuff.
check, and then tell you what, Alistair, you can give me an Aetheria check,
Awesome.
please.
Nice.
Okay. I get an advantage on investigation, so I rolled horribly. I get to roll again.
Yeah.
Not as bad.
That's
okay.
slightly better.
16, please, good sir. Tally ho.
That is a 22.
Okay, so with a 16, what you kind of glean from this is like she's straight up advertising, psychic readings, tarot card readings, contact the spirits of your lost ones, everything like high up, straight up magical. She is, very well regarded in the city. Like Miss Hastings has been like, I trust her completely. I want to go to her. She's like hard to come by, but like is completely trustworthy. You're not getting any sort of sense of anything bad about her. It seems like it's a very professional, well-run shop that's here. Everything is very neatly in order. You're seeing a lot of the same kind of like talismans and things that Tam from the Campbell Street gang was casting, which is it's a lot more kind of ancient magic that's in tune with the spirits of the land and earth and stuff. You're getting that vibe from her, and that kind of feeds into what you're getting. You think it's not quite a telluric zone where there is magic everywhere, but there is magic everywhere. She has charms, magic potions, poultices, everything ready to go. Any amount of like spells and things that she could like, cast at any point in time. Not from a particularly like, I'm defending myself and everything is like super scary and I'm going to attack at any moment, but just more of like this is her business and she is good at her business, and there's a lot of high level magic that she is capable of
she's
casting.
legit.
She's legit. Because I was trying to check if she was a sketchy
with
one.
that I put all fears aside that she may be like grifting Flora, but I think we're good. We're
Yeah, it's the same on my end.
Yeah. And so kind of after a while when she's kind of, fed you all, she's like, okay, let's get started. And, she's clearly like, if anyone's going to give me an insight or anything into this, or maybe kind of just a general read of her, is that like, give me an insight if you're looking for one.
Not 20.
Unreal. I think
Nope,
you,
really bad.
with your telepathy, with your reading of the whole situation, this is like, it's an act, but it's an act trying to put people at ease. And her way of like, not trying to be super solemn and somber is like, everything's really happy. We're going to get in touch with your loved ones. This is a great like opportunity. Let's do this. When it's fed, it's almost like a family dinner. She's really trying to bring everyone
I think
in,
I look at this and I recognize the song and dance that even like thaumaturges do because when a lot of people, when they come to thaumaturges for advice, they expect the long words and the big academia, like bordering on pretentiousness that sells the act of being a thaumaturge, when half the time you could just give them the information that they need in plain just language. And that feels like, oh, she knows what she's doing well enough that she's putting effort into making us feel at ease. That puts me at ease. So I think I just tap her on the shoulder while she's setting things up and I say, hello, madam. My name is Alistair Carter.
Lovely to meet you.
I'm a thaumaturge myself. Would it be permissible if during the casting of the seance, affected myself with magic to be better attuned to the etheric presences around. I'm part of the investigation, and I just want to make sure that everything, that nothing, I want to make sure that I don't miss anything.
Of course, as far as I'm aware, this is a very unusual seance we're going to perform tonight, so any additional help you can provide would be great. Not that I needed, of course.
What makes it unusual?
Oh, well, Miss Hastings here has said that she has tried to contact her son and hasn't been able to, so, come to the big guns and really going to get me... Yeah, that's where I step in, and I'm going to make everything right.
We cannot wait, and at this point, I'm just trying
Thank
to
you very
fight
much
everyone.
for allowing me to do this.
Dear.
And I'm going to really quick recast the etheric presence on myself while the seance is happening, just so that we left no stone left unturned etherically.
No ruin.
Yeah.
No rune.
So yeah, she kind of brings you into her parlor, and there are runes and glyphs all over this place. There are like wards of like herbs and things scattered all around the room in a very kind of ritualistic fashion, and there is a large crystal ball in the center of a table in the room. And she's like, okay, so we're all gonna sit around the table, we're all gonna hold very happy, we're gonna have a really nice, very inviting, warm, welcoming atmosphere for the spirit of the dearly departed. Make sure he's really happy to be here and knows that, there's a home for him here. So we all be really positive and happy and cheery.
Yeah!
Yay!
Excellent, you're doing so good. Okay, now everyone please be quiet, I need to work. And she instantly goes into this trance, her eyes roll back and inside her head, and she just stops. And minutes go by, and you almost feel as if she's falling asleep, and just you feel the people who are holding her hands kind of feel her hands go limper and limper, and just
lift
it
back up
strength.
Are we sitting in this configuration?
And then you hear her be and she starts convulsing, and all you hear is, we bring peace, we bring serenity. And then she her eyes flash open, they're pure black. She looks at Miss Hastings and begins throttling her and trying to strangle the life out of her.
I'm gonna bonk her on the head.
Okay, give me an initiative,
Don't
please.
completely knock her out of this trance, though. She's saying good things.
I want to try and break her hands off the neck with my glove.
Okay.
My
just going to roll initiative to see who gets there first.
Cool. I hit 20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
No. I don't get there first.
He gets there first.
Okay, you get there first.
Yeah, I'm just using my reinforced hand to overpower her not reinforced.
Give me an athletics check.
You could swap your hand for her neck so that she stays.
True. Oh, that's not good. Anything I can do to make advantage?
Well, you've got a proficiency in it, so it's not as bad.
It's not good enough though.
And you see, she's just you feel all this writhing in her muscles as convulsed, and her muscles are rock solid, intense. It is a supernatural strength that's coming over, and that is just choking the life out of Miss Hastings here right now. We bring peace. We bring serenity.
Well, that's a damn shame.
I'm gonna bonk her on the head.
Much better.
Roll an attack.
Yeah, that's
We bring peace. We bring. Roll your damage.
6.
We bring peace, and Miss Hastings you see, she's beginning to turn blue.
All right, with the other hand.
What are you two doing?
I've got 2 attacks.
Roll it up. What are you doing?
There's Fullman. Same. The bolt.
Roll it up.
You literally attack.
Another 4 points of damage.
Another 4 points of damage.
I'm quite
7 plus 7 on.
dexterous, so I want to.
Hits.
Sorry, I'm quite dexterous. I want to slip in with my hands and try to
Okay, you can give advantage to someone.
So I'm trying to get in there as well and swap out. Who would be the best to give advantage
I'm
to?
going to stun her so that she stops actively.
Well,
With my Etheric Bolt, it does force damage. I'm going to use my Elemental Attunement ability as an Etheromancer to change that to lightning damage, which means that...
You're going to try and shock her?
Yeah. So she's going to take 3 points of lightning... 13 points of lightning damage. lightning damage. She needs to make a con save or be stunned.
She rolled a natural 19. She is not stunned. She is still...
I'm going to put my hands on her wrist and dig my claws into her arms.
Okay, we'll say that you can give advantage to Will.
Yeah, do you want me to do it? What do you want to do?
Go for it. Can I take the advantage on that last attack?
Yeah, you can roll again now with advantage.
Okay, cool.
I'm like trying to put your arm in. I'm trying to hold her.
To help him, I'm going to use my extra action, and I'm going to slide around behind her and put my arms in and like pull her arms.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
A reverse Heimlich.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, that's better. That is 16.
Okay, you
It's
have advantage.
so you gotta go get it.
Okay,
Fish
cool.
for crit.
16
Not as
again.
good, yeah.
Okay.
So strength.
16, you're attacking. Roll the damage.
For 11 points of damage. But can I tell you what I'm going to do?
Are you hitting
Sure,
her with Julie?
No, I think...
Because you just
Yeah, I'm using like the scabbard of
Okay.
Julie now to try and lever her arms open.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I want to use Dust Off and just keep the victim.
It's dust off now.
Dust Off is it lets me give plot points. I have a pool of plot points I can give to people as healing. So all this damage I'm doing, I want to give to the two people as well. So basically, this really violent thing is happening.
Yeah.
I want to just keep everyone safe and healthy in it.
Nice. Okay. You see that like you're all kind of like just bashing her and trying to pull her away. Her hands are beginning to slip, but again she just keeps saying, "We bring peace. We bring serenity."
Yeah, I'm going to do my grapple thing.
Oh yeah, roll the grapple. And give me an athletics check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say with advantage because her hands are beginning to slip and everyone has kind of done a lot of damage to her.
I'm gonna grab her.
So there's 17.
17. You just about managed to like pull her off. She snaps back to it, and she's like, "Oh dearie. Oh, he's here. Oh, he's here. Oh, he's not in the Aether. He's still in London."
Who? Reginald.
He's alive?
No, he's not alive. He's angry and he wants to kill you. And she points at Mrs. Hastings.
Mrs. Hastings, what are you not telling us?
Nothing. I'm honestly nothing. I don't know why he would.
If that's not Reginald in her head right now, who is? Do I get anything through my detective theory presence, which has been up this whole time?
My boy.
So you get like she fully performed a seance and was inhabited by the spirit of Reginald Hastings. You kind of like you see the outline of a spirit has inhabited her. You're able to tell that's what was giving her the supernatural strength. I'm gonna say because you had the spell up, you get, and with your kind of telepathy, you're almost like read the essence of the spirit. It is pure hatred.
Awesome. Alright, thank you.
Ms. Hastings, tell us about any of your interaction with the Seekers of Serenity.
I don't, and you'd also all know that
You are a prominent member in the.
This mantra that was being said is the Seekers of Serenity.
Yeah.
You're a prominent member in the Illuminati.
Yes, I know. I would never deal with the Seekers of Serenity. I believe that they're too extreme.
Yes, but they seem to hate you quite a bit.
It could be her son. Is there something you're not telling us? Is your son not just angry that you never gave him the noble status?
I don't know why my son would do this to me.
Do you know a man with a clockwork eye?
I don't know.
When you were raising Reginald, did you actively put him in the church?
No, I mean he was a thaumaturge. He had his own views on that. I would hope that doctrine would guide him and make sure that he would not slip into maleficence. Which you guys, you told me he wasn't, succumbing to urges and that he wasn't attracting attention of pallid ones, and that
If he's joined the Seekers, then
I was just saying, Madam, Seekers of Serenity.
why does my son want to kill me?
We'll find out. We will find out.
does she still wear the necklace around her?
Yeah.
Okay.
But rest assured, if his involvement with the Seekers of Serenity could not put him further away from the pallid ones. Okay? So there's that. You need to get to safety.
He seemed to not have a bone of thaumaturgy in his body anyway, based on what you said you had found in the room.
No, but I don't think he's in control of himself.
He didn't seem to have much wherewithal. He was just repeating his mantra.
And then I'd like to turn to to Naomi, and just probe her a little bit more about what she felt and what she saw, because she might have seen anger, but is there?
Yeah, she's been taking a moment to kind of gather herself, and she's like, "Oh dears, so much hatred, so much anger. This.
Do you need a drink, ma'am?
Please." And she takes it, like downs a glass of wine. I feel like. No, not me. I didn't do it. It's him. I feel like he did something terrible. I think he's just killed someone.
You think he just killed someone?
Yes.
How?
Where? Soon. I don't know. I can feel something terrible. This anger is too much.
Has he turned into a pallid one? Can one become a pallid one?
Oh no, you can't become a pallid one. They live in the void and get drawn here. You don't just become a pallid one. And his spirit is still here in the city somewhere.
We need to go back to the clock. We need to go to the clock door place.
Yes, I believe we may need to make a stop at Miss Lady Clarissa's place as well.
Yeah, but yes.
If I was broken up with by a woman and I was coming back from the dead as an evil demon, I know who I'd first go
Exactly.
and kill.
There may be a damsel in distress.
Do you know where her ladyship lives?
I do! I did not expect to be going back to the West End this early in my adventure.
Do we I want to turn to the mum, to Flora and be like, do you have anywhere safe to go, anyone who will look after you?
I'm staying in a hotel at the moment. But...
You need to change location.
Okay.
Can I divulge the fact that we've been followed and that they've been actively looking for her? Is now a good time to be like, hey, by the way, you might be in more danger than you thought you were? Or do we still want to keep that up our sleeve? Because if we come back and she's dead, don't blame me.
I mean, where do we even know that she could go?
I think that we take her with us. Donald, is there room in this?
Donald's not here.
No, just like, do we divulge? I think we should divulge a little bit about her own personal safety now that she's aware that things are not as calm as they think.
I agree.
Do you have anywhere to go? You're staying at this hotel. Can you move locations?
Of course, yes. Of course, I can move.
We have noticed that we've been followed, and actually, so have
followed?
you. Look, there are some people running around.
What else aren't you? First, you say everything's
We are looking
fine.
after your own safety.
Rest assured, we did not tell you because we did not want you to panic. We have it all under control. However, we do feel with the new clues that have come to light and the new conversation that has happened in this room right now, we believe that it's best to get you to safety, secure and away from other prying eyes. Will, take it away.
Madam, do you have family or friends outside of the city that you could go to for a day or two?
Of course, yes.
Perfect.
Could you please arrange for yourself to go to
We should send her with
any
Donald.
of them? Yes, we'll send Donald with you.
Okay.
He's working in our library on your pay. So.
Well, I'm sure there's probably not much to that's not important. Yes, fine. I will. I have a cousin outside the city. I can.
Yeah.
Don't say it aloud. Just
I
now we
jot
know,
down my
go.
address of where we will be, and I hand it to you, and hopefully you jot down the address of where you're going so we can send letters if we need to contact you.
She gives you an address, yeah.
And then I'm going to put it in my pocket that it can never be by my heart, so it stays safe.
Naomi continues. Okay, so look, the thing with spirits, if a spirit is still in the city, it's going to be. It needs an anchor. It needs to be somewhere close that he cared for. They don't usually travel far from their anchor, but that fury I felt was something else. That could take him anywhere. I don't know, but
How does the spirit manifest? That was your body possessed by the spirit, but if he's after killing someone, how has he done that?
Can he
Does he have a
manifest?
physical form?
I
Can
don't know.
Can spirits take over clockwork? Is there any chance that there's a clockwork version?
Not to my knowledge, but I don't deal with
I
clockwork
fear that the man
stuff.
with the clockwork, I might have created something. I'll delve into that more with
Is
research
there
with
a
you.
ghost in the machine?
I'm gonna fight you.
With
I
that,
Apollo the person. Don't breathe.
Honestly, this is way beyond what I'm used to. This is highly irregular, so...
Would you have any type of spirit warding that you could maybe give us?
You're gonna make me have to open up my spell book and check if there's something.
You can say no, or give us a candle we will never use.
I will find out in between episodes.
I can recall significant elements, including landmarks, a number of people, blah, 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 including like writings on a machine and stuff, or wirings. Can I recall in my blueprints anything that might relate to this? As in, like, is there anything in the blueprints in the attic where he was designing something that could correlate to a vessel?
Okay.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Was he designing a vessel for himself?
So here's a mechanic that we can bring in. There's a mechanic in the system called aha moments, which is literally it's what it sounds like. It's what it sounds like.
The Eternum, a Astern, whatever it's called.
Astarium?
The Astarium is like a prayer bead, is how you described it to me.
So
if he had
It's a little
created...
tag.
he had not finished creating that.
No.
Yeah.
Whoever is having this aha moment needs to spend one of their plot die.
I'll do it.
I don't mind doing it. No, I don't
So
mind doing
whoever's
it.
getting it,
You got there
It might
first.
be
put a couple of things together that you maybe hadn't put together before.
Yeah. I think there's a clip of me going, oh my God. Like literally me going,
and
I had an aha moment. When you say
You
spend pop
have-
point, now I go from 32 to 31.
a plot die. So you'll roll your plot die and reduce your plot points for that.
Oh, I'm going to, well, look.
Plot points equals HP. You
I
might
had
not recognize
that.
it as.
So I'm having the aha moment of maths coming together from what we've discussed. I've re-rolled and I got a 5, and the other thing with my plot point is it's or a 5. So either way, it's a 5. So that brings me down to 27 plot points, which means battle is not going to be fun for me. But I had that kind of moment of, okay, and now I'm doing the Sherlock Holmes thing of E equals MC squared. We saw this. What did we see? What was in the attic? Because
what was in the attic was his attempt. He hadn't finished making it, but it was an attempt at making an Astarium. It hadn't been finished. And you kind of think that this is obviously something very important to him, something he was keeping secret. But he got the blueprints from the Clockwork Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Your kind of aha moment would kind of lead you to believe, well, he's probably maybe anchored near there. Because that's something that was important to him. It's something that drove him to do this. It drove him away from thaumaturgy. It drove him into this. That's what you get with your aha moment. Basically.
Nothing more juicy? Me being like, I lost 5 life points, give me more juice.
No.
Darn it.
You're meant to regain them, so.
Oh, I can regain them.
Yeah, it's
I was about to give you
I
more
thought I
health,
just
I'm glad we
sacrificed
didn't.
them permanently.
No.
Okay, never mind. So he may not be inside a contraption, but it leads us back to the contraption making place.
You don't know, but that's where your aha moment is making the connection. You can't divine anything more than that because you haven't
That's okay.
gotten
And the blueprints will bring
information
us-
yet.
Should we split up?
I understand that we're worried about Clarice. I understand that we've also got to investigate the clockwork, but we have to look after ourselves. We're a family, a team. We're a team after all. And if we don't sleep, eat, and be well rested, our brains are not functioning as well, and we'll make a mistake, and a mistake gets someone killed. If someone is dead, they will be dead in the morning. And who knows, we might be able to get up early enough to get there before our families.
This is Victorian London.
Yes.
So can we not just send a message?
Of course you can.
Send Timmy down the street with one
Send
leg.
an emergency one for her servants and things to check on her.
Yeah, of course.
She's under surveillance.
Yeah.
And there is potentially a magical force showing
Yeah.
up. What's still
Sounds
Send a
like a
letter.
job for Donald.
Boy on the corner.
Yeah!
Run like the
What
wind,
day is
boy.
it?
If you want to get
Christmas time.
telegrams
1 second.
issued, that's absolutely no problem. Again, she's outside the city. It'll take a while, but yeah, the telegram would reach her probably just as fast as you guys would.
This might just be language and pedantics.
Yeah.
He just killed someone. Naomi said he's in the city. Clarice lives outside the city.
So it can't have been Clarice.
Can't have been Clarice.
Naomi's like, oh, I feel like I don't know if he had just done it or it's happened recently. I can't tell.
Okay.
You know, I
Send a
can't tell.
message to her. We rest up. We reconvene in the morning.
Not to be that girl, but are we sure the body that was found at the scene was actually Reginald?
Yes, you have
Cool.
the coroner's
Well,
report. It was Reginald.
Slay.
Perfect.
Literally.
Yes, that's a terminology that school kids use.
His mother went to the funeral. Yeah, it's
Let's be real,
Reginald.
guys. We're really earning aura points right now.
Don't, please.
Okay. So do we get in the?
Yeah. So Miss Hastings offered to drop you back.
Yeah. In the car, I apologize for strong arming all of you into not going on more adventures tonight and making sure we all rest up. Just to be nice.
Oh, no apology needed, man. It's your organization. You call the shots.
I do.
Would you like some more tea, man?
Not while we're driving. I'll spill it.
That's fair. I put down the cup that has rattled and spilled tea all over my clothes.
So yeah, you guys head back to your hall, your association headquarters, and try to get some rest for the night. The next morning, it's kind of like later on in the morning because you guys get back late and have a little bit of sleep in. You probably don't. You're probably up all night.
I haven't slept in days. Why do we keep being up during the time I should be sleeping?
And you, a couple of the workers in the museum, bring up some messages in the morning, Alistair.
Thank you very much.
You see, one is directed to you, and one is directed to Beatrice. Beatrix, you receive a message back from your father. It just says, "Dear Beatrix, I hope you're keeping yourself well and safe, and that William is keeping you safe. I had a look into this for you, and bail was seemingly posted by a man named Adolphus Vance. Seems to be a member of government. Couldn't find out anything more in such a short time. Yours, Father. P.S. I am always happy to help you and wish that you would ask more often." And then to Alistair, you see, "Dear Alistair Carter of the Hearthfire Tale of Antiquities, it's me, Gwendolyn, of the Thaumaturge Guild Research Library. How are you? It's a pleasure as always to receive your missives. I must admit, I am aware of Magister Hastings, however, I must also admit that I am not overly familiar with him. He has not been seen at the Guild in a number of months. I asked around briefly for you. You know that CD loves to gossip, and CD will be the receptionist. And seemingly ever since his courtship with Clarice ended, he couldn't stand the gloating of Edward Chadwick, who was a fellow thaumaturge with whom he seemed to have a rivalry, and has been flaunting his recent relationship with Clarice."
Ooh, sorry.
Edward Chadwick.
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 Like Chadwick Boseman?
Like Chadwick, but with an S.
Yeah.
Oh, Chadwick.
Chadwick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Chadwick.
Is it
Okay, it just had to be real quick.
Is it Adolf?
Adolphus. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you do his abbreviation, it's advanced as his name.
If you wanted to abbreviate it that way, sure.
No, I was wondering, is that for a reason? No, okay,
No.
that's cool. I was like,
That's just fun.
it's a code name because he was paying his advance before he did the job.
Oh, dang.
Ignore me. I'm too much lore.
So, not seen at Guild, rivalry with Edward Chadwick, who is now dating Lady Clarice.
Yes.
Can I
Seem to be.
Can I make a guess at something? I think Chadwick may have been killed last night.
And Jim, as you have that thought, Beatrix, you're reading through the morning newspapers and you see a headline that says, "Prominent Thaumaturge Guild member Edward Chadwick found murdered in his home."
Well, there you go.
There's a game afoot.
And that's where we'll end this episode.
Uh-oh.
Very good.
She's doing it.
She.
I hate to say it, but we have to do a sting.
I think she's him. I think he's in her somehow. He's
Somehow.
Like, you know where you can have a vessel for a spirit. There's nothing stopping her having him as a vessel.
I think she's secretly becoming a Maleficent.
And
You'll all find out on the next episode of Hearthfire Tales.
Yay!
Yippee!
I think we have to put me on a date with her.
I do too.
And wait for the motherfucker to try kill me. I think that's how we get him.
That's how it's gotta happen.